and while some of you will be out at the pool, our electronics probably don't want to be out at the pool. Ryan Eldridge with Tech2U is here to give us some advice on keeping our gadgets safe.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of elements, a lot of threats out there with summer.
Yes, and we got our safety glasses on, so
yes.
We're ready to do some work with some hard materials here. We got rice flying all over the place. So here's this thing we see a lot in Vegas. I don't know if you can see that. It's
go to this camera over here.
It's the temperature warning on the screen.
They'll work on getting that.
But when you see that on your thing, you go, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? So
I've seen that message before.
Your thoughts are, okay, first thing I need to do is cool this off as quickly as I can. And so you might want to say, oh, I'll just throw this in a bucket of ice or something and cool it off as fast as possible. Does that make sense?
I wouldn't do that.
People do that.
I would put it in the shade.
The problem is if you do that, especially if you even put it in a bag, condensation gets on the phone and it ruins the phone. So you don't want to do that. What you want to do is if you're in a car, just put it up to your air conditioner. Or if you're at home, put it in front of a fan and let it cool down naturally. Don't force it by trying to throw it in ice or in the freezer or anything like that. Does that make sense?
I'm surprised people would, at the pool, would have a bag and they would go to the trouble of getting a bucket of ice for their phone.
Well,
so
let's
not a good idea.
Let's talk about water, okay? So let's say you're in their backyard, you're doing one of those cool handstands, boom, you fall into the pool, and now what do?
Happened before.
Well, first thing you want to do is make sure you power off the phone. Don't turn it on. You're going to be very tempted to turn it back on. Don't do it.
Test it.
If you want to be really smart, you're going to look silly, but you're not going to look as silly as you are standing in line for a new phone. Put it in a Ziploc bag. So that way if it goes in the water, you don't have anything to worry about.
That'll make you look silly as opposed to doing a handstand and falling into the pool.
This will make you look a little bit silly. It's hard to look cool with a Ziploc bag on your phone. But also, when you get it wet, don't take out the hairdryer and go, oh, let me just dry it off really fast, because that's going to melt the components.
Do people have that by the pool, too?
I don't normally, but some people might. You know, it's Vegas.
So don't do the blow dryer on the phone.
No, that'll melt the components in the phone, and it'll just make it worse. So don't do it. Best thing to do is you've heard about the rice trick. You've heard about the rice trick? The problem with the rice is you get little dust particles in the phone, and it can damage it even more. Instead, get these little silica packs. You can get these at Fry's or any retail store. Or if you're a shoe buyer, they're probably in the bottom of your shoes. Put your phone in there with several of those silica packs for 24 to 48 hours. That'll clean it out and then turn it on. But wait 24 to 48 hours.
This is just as effective as rice?
More effective than rice because it absorbs all the moisture.
Just
get all the air out of the bag that you can.
Okay.
So dirt, you were just in Denver and
I was camping.
Face planted.
I face planted the Great Sand Dunes. Yes, that was.
So the first thing you want to do when you get your phone dirty is you're thinking, oh, I'll just kind of clean up. And you go, well, that's going to scratch up the screen. You can get little dirt particles in the little speaker parts. So use something like wireless wipes, something that's got a little bit of moisture on it. That'll clean it off without scratching the screen, or a microfiber cloth. That'll clean it off.
Okay.
Don't just use your shirt. That's just going to mess it up. If you do use canned air, don't blow air into the vents. Make sure that you're blowing at an angle so that way you can keep the stuff from going inside.
Yeah, I cracked the phone on that camping trip, but it's because I left it in my tent and rolled over on it. So I do have a cracked phone in my pocket. It's not good. So
the next part is prevention.
Yes.
So I brought out a case. This is my daughter's iPad, and this is called the Defender case. You can get this between $30 and $50.
Okay.
It is military grade. It's got all the vents covered. You can get it wet. All kinds of great stuff. $30 to $50 at Amazon. We'll save that from getting crazy. Or lastly, you've got a Bluetooth speaker you're rocking out next to your pool. This is a waterproof Bluetooth speaker. You could just throw it in the water. You don't have any worries. And there's a little donut that comes with it, so it'll float on the water.
You can just float around in the pool.
And it sounds great.
Really nifty.
That's about $70. That's by UE Roll. Again, you can get that at Amazon.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing stuff. I think we covered it all.
I think we did.
Don't use the blow dryer. Eat the rice. Keep the ice for your drinks. And use the little packs that I had no idea were of more use than just in your shoe.
When you find them in your shoe box, just hold on to them. Put them in a Ziploc bag for emergencies.
Ryan Eldridge with Tech2U always has great advice. Thank you for coming in.
You're welcome.
And keep your gadgets safe this summer. They're very vulnerable out there. We'll be right back after this.